Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear colleagues. My name is Lin Zhu, and I'm from the National Satellite Meteorological Center of CMA. Today, I'm pleased to present our work on methodology and diverse applications of how we use China's Fengyun satellite data to monitor volcanic eruptions on a global scale. My talk is organized into 5 main sections. I will begin with some essential background information, followed by the methodology for volcanic hotspot detection. I will then move on to the monitoring and retrieval of volcanic ash and sulfur dioxide. After that, I will introduce our latest advances in volcanic ash cloud prediction. Finally, I will conclude with a summary of our work and some perspectives on future development. Let's first look at the global distribution of volcanoes. More than 1,500 volcanoes worldwide over the past 10,000 years. About 80% of them are located around the Ring of Fire. So why it is very important? That is because volcanic eruption can cause a wide range of impacts. One of the most direct impact is on aviation. When the aircraft flies through volcanic ash clouds, the silicate particles in the ash can melt in the high temperature environment, which may lead to severe engine damage. Especially with the rapid development of global aviation, the risk is also increasing. In addition, volcanic eruptions can inject large quantities of ash into the atmosphere. In strong eruption, volcanic ash may reach the stratosphere and remain there for a long time, where it can potentially influence atmospheric radiation and climate. Furthermore, for submarine volcanoes, it also can bring severe pumice and tsunami. Meteorological satellite data provide a powerful tool for quantitatively studying the interaction between volcanic ash and atmosphere. They offer several key advantages, including open data access, high temporal, spatial, and spectral resolution, and global observation capabilities. So in this context, Fengyun satellite data represent China's flagship Earth observation program and has established a strong reputation worldwide. Over the past 50 years, we have continuously expanded our observation capabilities and improved the accuracy of our data products. Today, Fengyun satellite data are an important component of the WMO's global observation systems. They also contribute to the International Charter on Space and Major Disasters. So with this background in mind, let's now move on to the first application, how we use Fengyun satellite data to monitor the volcanic lava flows and hotspots using Fengyun satellite observation. The physical principle behind hotspot detection is Wien's displacement law. According to this law, the peak emission wavelength of a black body shifts towards shorter wavelengths as its temperature increases. Therefore, even small exposed magmatic surface can produce strong signals in the mid-infrared region, especially around 2 to 3 micrometers. This makes it possible for satellite sensors to identify volcanic thermal anomalies, sometimes before a major eruption takes place. Fengyun satellites carry several instruments that can observe surface thermal radiation around 3.5 micrometers. The relevant instruments and their spectral bands are listed here. For example, The VIRR sensor on board FY-3A and 3B has a mid-infrared channel which is suitable for the fire and hotspot detection. On the later FY-3 polar orbiting satellite, the MERCY instrument provides additional thermal infrared observations. Meanwhile, the APSCO sensors on the geostationary FY4 series enable us to continuously monitoring. So together, this multi-satellite, multi-sensor system provides robust and persistent global coverage. On the next few slides, I would like to show several case studies. Fengyun satellites have been actively used for operational monitoring of global volcanic eruptions since as early as 2009. As shown here, in December 2009, FY2E and FY3A can successfully monitor the changing thermal activities of Maroon volcano in Philippines over several days. And these three images shown in this slide are daytime observation from FY2E with a spatial resolution of 5 kilometers. Using the FY3A VIRR, we can detect the thermal anomalies more clearly. We can see from this slide that the hotspot intensity reached its maximum on December 27 and then gradually decreased. This is another representative case in the 2010 Eyjafjallajökull eruption in Iceland, which was successfully monitored by FY3A with a spatial resolution of up to 250 meters. FY3A offers a more significant improvement over the previous satellite. It enables us to detect more accurate details of the lava intensity and affected areas. In recent years, multi-satellite observation from FY3C, 3D, and FY4A and B have been applied to several major eruptions. These examples highlight the strong operational capabilities of Fengyun satellite series for persistent global monitoring of volcanic hotspots. Recently, we have developed an automatic hotspot detection algorithm using FY4A and 4B, in which volcanic hotspots can be monitored every 15 minutes. And this algorithm has been applied in our operational work, and here is some case studies. Let's further look at this picture, which presents an 250-meter resolution enhanced image from FY3F, which was launched in 2023. In this case, the satellite captured high temperature lava from the Sandunuku volcanoes. We can see that there are two active areas with mid-infrared brightness temperature reaching as high as 487 Kelvin. The lava flow extended about 9 kilometers to the northeast. This example demonstrates how FY3F strengthens integrated Earth observation and enhances our capabilities for disaster monitoring and mitigation.